Welcome to Highway Spec. My name is Trent. Thank you for joining me on the channel today. We are going to spend all month of December specking out some of the latest and greatest and cool cars, not just your typical commuter cars and trucks and things like that. We are going after the cars that we dream about, and today is no exception. It is the Ferrari SF90. This is like my third time recording this because my computer just decided not to internet today. Anyway, we've got a backup. We're going to go for it. We're going to build out our dream Ferrari SF90. And of course, at the end, make sure to drop a comment. Let me know what you think of my design and what you would do differently. Here we go. We have the Ferrari SF90 pulled up. Really cool vehicle. I've been fortunate to see a couple of these in person, but it is a really cool hybrid system. It's something that kind of fits in an odd price point, but it is something that kind of competes more with the hypercars than it does with your typical supercars. Let's pull up the configurator and see what we can come up with. Got the configurator pulled up, and we are going to, of course, start on the outside, see what colors we want. Paintwork, here we go, pull it up. Now this is a tough one. There are a lot of fantastic colors. Of course, Tour de France Blue is one of my favorites. I've seen it on many of Ferrari models, and it always looks gorgeous, always in person. I love it. This Abu Dhabi blue is something I'm not familiar with in person, at least, but also looks great on the configurator, and it's hard to say what I would personally choose. Of course, you've got the traditional Ferrari red, and that, of course, looks brilliant as well. You've got all sorts of different options. British Racing Green is a very popular color right now, but not for me personally. There's all sorts of different shades of gray and black that are great as well. I do like the yellow as well. It's really hard to say. This is one where I'm not like, okay, this is how it's going to be when I come pull up the configurator. It's really up in the air. If I was sitting down specking out my SF90 today to be delivered, I would really have trouble with it. I think I'm going to have to go with the Tour de France Blue because that's one that I think I've always been drawn to, one that I really do like. So let's go ahead with that to start with. So you can choose the two colors there. Personally, I don't really love the two colors. I think it works better on a sportier color, and I think it looks better as a monotone, being that we're probably going to go with a little bit classier spec just based on the exterior color. Of course, going to go with the Ferrari shields. Let's go ahead and pull up the wheels. Now I think we're just going to go with some sort of silver. I do like these 5-spoke wheels versus the split 5-spoke wheels. Definitely not going to go carbon fiber. As cool as that would be, I think that's just a little over the top. All right, let's go with those. And believe it or not, I do really like the red calipers, even with the blue exterior. I think gold, that's a contender as well. Let's go ahead and pull that up. All right, so the gold actually does look really good as well. Oh, I think for now, we're going to go with that. I think we're going to stick with the silver. Now, you do have black ceramic coated or titanium. Obviously, titanium is going to be lighter weight, and typically it is louder as an option, so why not? Because it's not fast enough as is, right? Back to those brakes. I've been sitting on that, and I'm not sure gold is the way to go. Let's take a look here. Rosso Scuderia. The yellow accent might be the way to go, just because you've got the yellow prancing horse, and then we've got the yellow shields on the front fender. So Let's go ahead with the yellow brake calipers. All right, so we do have lots of carbon options, and I don't know if I'm going to go with any of the interior carbon options because they're going to be extremely expensive and you really can't see like the engine cover. But let's get into the interior. All right, so here's the interior, and really there's only one option that I would go with that blue exterior. Gotta go with the traditional tan leather interior on this vehicle. Ooh, yeah. I think it's, and personally, I'm probably going to go a bit overboard with it too. Let's check out some of the carpets. I think we're going to make this a much more classier spec than what I think a lot of people would choose. But personally, I'm okay with that because it's really for me. So, all right, so let's see what the V1 style is here. Okay, interesting. You've got lighter back here and then darker up front. Let's try the V3 style. Okay, now I kind of like that, where it kind of wraps around a little bit more, gives you more of that tan interior. So, yeah, I think that's what it's got to be. Let's go with the leather complements. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's exactly what I want the interior to look like. Yeah, I want the tan on the dash, all that stuff. It's just going to happen. Might as well just load up on the leather, even though this is a sportier car. Most of the time you're not driving this thing at 10 tenths unless you only track it. So we've got all sorts of different stitching options. Because it is black, I think we've got to go with, I guess I should say, because the other accents in here are black and carbon fiber, I think we should go with a black stitch on the leather. Right now you can see there is a red stitch right there. There we go. I think the black stitch is probably the right option given everything else that's here. All right, so let's go ahead to the seats. You've got the comfort seats there as applied, and look at that. Now that I see we've got the red piping there in the middle, I'm re-guessing my stitching choice. So let's go back to the stitching and let's put the red stitching on there. All right, back to it. We've got the red stitching on there now to match that red accent and that Stradale there in red as well. I think the comfort seats are going to be the right option. Obviously, you've got the carbon seats, which are really cool to look at, but I consider this to be more of a GT cruiser rather than something that is going to be a track-focused vehicle. So we're going to have the horse stitched in red up there, matching some of the other red accents that we have on the interior. Let's see what we can do with the seat belts. Let's go ahead with a red seat belt. Interesting, that might be a little much. Let's see if there's something that is a little bit closer to that. Oh, we could go with the blue. All right, the blue is probably the smart option to go with on this. All right, so this has me second guessing everything. So this is what happens when you have too many options. So we've got the blue seat belts with the blue exterior, which I think really works well. So let's change that striping in the middle to blue. Let's change the headrest to blue, which means we gotta go back and change the stitching to blue. It is just a snowball effect here. So there we go, standard. We've been doing this blue medio. All right, so hopefully that gets us back to where we want to be. Yeah, we've got ventilated full electric seats. Of course we are going to go with that. There we go. So now let's get to the steering wheel. And here's your option, steering wheel. There we go. So let's see what we can do with this. I don't know if this is going to be the right option. Let's just take a look and see what it does. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately that will show dirty hands, so I don't think it's the right option. We are going to stick with a black steering wheel. Carbon steering wheel with LEDs, carbon driving zone. I go back and forth on this because carbon does look great. However, it is something that adds a lot of cost, and this is not something we are going to be track focused on. So actually, I think I'm gonna not do the carbon on it. Right now it does have the panel inserts in carbon fiber. Let's see if I remove that, what it does. Okay, so it gives you more of that Alcantara accent there. That's not bad. I think that is something I would actually do. All right, so I think that gets us through the interior. Well, there we go. We do have a few more options, of course. Leather headliner. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Then the leather rear shelf. And I think that's all we need there. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead into the equipment. You've got the advanced driver assistance systems. So you've got adaptive cruise control. You've got the front radar, back radar, exterior mirrors and camera, parking cameras, surround view, parking sensors, all things that might not be a bad idea. So let's go to front and rear radar. Oh, and apparently not available in my country. So we definitely want to do the surround view camera. And that provides us with the front and rear parking sensors. Let's see if we can do the adaptive cruise control. All right, let's see if we can do the back radar now. All right, just does not let us do that pack for some reason. Oh well, let's get into the driving. Definitely going to do home link. We are definitely want the suspension lifter. There we go. Adaptive front headlights. Now, a lot of things are not available with the Fiorano package. I did go with the standard pack. I should have mentioned that at the beginning, but I do want the non-Fiorano package because it is, again, not a track-focused system, track-focused car, rather. It is something that I would use as more of a GT car. One thing to also add about that suspension lift, not available on the Fiorano. Again, says I'm not going to be able to do that. All right, so let's do the AFS America system. There we go. So that's adaptive headlights in the USA and automatic height adjustment for the headlights. All right, some reason it's not letting me add that, even though it was on there before the suspension lift. We'll just have to chalk that up to some sort of issue with the website. But 12 speaker system, yes, even though the exhaust will be the speaker for most of it. All right, we do want complete protection film on it. Might as well. Overnight suitcase, duffel bag. Those are things that are really cool to have once you resell it, but also you're not supposed to really use them. Personally, I would use it. All right, so that definitely took a little bit more time than I expected because things kept changing and we had to go back, change some more things, plus computer issues, all sorts of things. But there it is. We're finally there. That is my Ferrari SF90 Stradale spec with the Tour de France blue exterior, the traditional tan interior with the blue stitching, blue accents, blue seat belts. You do have the Ferrari Scuderia shields and the yellow brake calipers to match the yellow in the center cap with silver wheels. I personally love it. Tell me what you think of it. Tell me what your spec would be and how you would do things differently. Personally, I love it. And if you made it this far, of course, I always want to say thank you for making it this far. Please consider liking the video, subscribing, clicking the bell notifications, all the things the YouTube algorithm loves so that I can make more videos like this for people like you. But thank you again, and I will catch you on the next one.